Well, Brant, things are very, very active weather-wise right now. You were saying that just a moment ago, Mount Pleasant went under a flash flood warning, and we've got rain all over the low country coming into Charleston Harbor right now.
Yeah.
What's the very latest?
So tide's playing a role in this. We're at high tide right now. So that's preventing a lot of that fresh water from running out into the drainage system and out to the harbor. The good news is over time, that's going to start drawing out here in the next 30 minutes. Let's talk about what we got going on radar-wise. You can see the red there, that's heavy rain. We even got purple in there, so heavy, heavy rain coming off the Atlantic here. And it's along this line. This is the problem line right here. Just moved through downtown Charleston, slowly pushing to the east. Now it's moving over into Mount Pleasant. Daniel Island gets some of this now. It's moving into the eastern section of Charleston County, moving up into Berkeley County. And we're going to likely see more of this. I mean, there's more training. There's more of this waiting just offshore. So we're going to have to watch this as this continues to the west. Continues to the east. Flash flood warning for downtown Charleston. That goes until 12:30. We'll see if they extend that. Right now, it's in a considerable designation from the National Weather Service, which means it's got a heightened look at that area. Mount Pleasant, this was just issued. This is going until 3:15 p.m. Flash flood warning for this large area stretching 17, going all the way out to just about halfway to Ondaw on 17 here. So a large section of the area has been designated as a flash flood warning. That doesn't mean that we're waiting for something. That means flooding is now happening. Low-lying areas, poor drainage areas are the places that we need to be paying attention to, and looking at the possibility of standing water on roadway and other areas. It's going to be a busy afternoon. Here's what the rain totals look like so far. Large amount of rain in a short amount of time for downtown Charleston. That's moving east. So this is likely going to be continuing to push up through Charleston County and portions of Berkeley County as well. All right, this is what we've gotten over the past 5 days here. So the soil is saturated. Soil's like, we're not taking anything more. So it's putting it into the streets. It's putting it into the rivers. It's putting it into these poor drainage areas, these low-lying areas. 3 inches in Charleston. A lot of that happened just in the last 2 hours. This is moving up, and this is an area that I have some concern with. Georgetown County. Haven't had a lot of rain this morning, but you've had 7 inches of rain in the last couple of days. Soil saturated. If that line moves north, this is an area that we're going to have to pay attention to as we go through the afternoon into the early evening. Here's what the Vipercast is saying. So it's showing a lot of this activity eventually moving inland towards portions of central Berkeley County, Williamsburg County, and Georgetown County. Somerville, Walterboro, these areas also could be in the running for this. Watch as we go into Monday evening. The good news is that as we get towards about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we'll start to see a lot of this dissipate going into early tomorrow morning. So we have some video. Let's go ahead and show that. Let's go ahead and show that video if we do have that. There we go, downtown flooding taking place. And you can see that there's just more water coming down that can properly drain at this point. You got the high tide coming in, and that's causing problems because now the drainage has nowhere to go, so it's kind of backing up that fresh water. The good news is that eventually we'll see things start to get a little bit better here as we move into the next hour or so and the water start to recede. Thank you so much for that video. That kind of shows a little bit more of what we're talking about here. All right, let's go ahead and push the Tuesday afternoon. Some isolated thunderstorm activity. The flood threat is going to diminish significantly as we get after midnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. That's the good news. Tropics. I know we're dealing with a lot. Here's the other side of things. These two systems, don't worry about them. These are fish storms. They're moving out. We even have low concern with this system, which now has just become Tropical Storm Erin. Tropical Storm Erin has formed off the western coast of Africa, and it's still 3,000 miles away. It's more than 10 days out from anything we need to be concerned with. We'll watch it, but for now, models have it going all over the place, big spread. We're just going to have to watch this system and see what it does and how it progresses. There's a good chance it could curve out to sea, just like the other systems. So we're just going to keep an eye on it for now. Here's what we got. Next 5 days. Thunderstorm activity starts to diminish over the next couple of days. The sunshine, it's going to return as we get towards this weekend. Back to pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon with low 90s. Same thing with the islands and beaches forecast. So make those plans and make them with a little bit more confidence than this last weekend for sure.